Oh, did I wake up to something unbelievably cool this morning? So, of course, we do have set pictures from Thor Love and Thunder. And I genuinely thought that we were not going to be seeing anything from this film for a very long time. This film isn't out until next year. I thought if we're lucky, we might be able to get like a minor set picture from like a really far distance away of like a rock or something, like an Asgardian piece of set or something. And that alone would get me excited, which is. We did get something like that, I believe, last week or the week before. Potentially of Gore's kind of homeworld, but we actually have decent set pictures, and we don't only have just set pictures in general. We actually have our first look at Thor and Star-Lord and some of the rest of the Guardians for the movie. It's bloody beautiful, honestly. Like, these pictures have got Taika Waititi written all over them. So let's just dive straight into Thor's new look, because he looks fucking incredible. He looks amazing. He just looks like an 80s rocker. He looks like he's just been supporting Motley Crue and he's just got off stage. He looks so cool. He's got a new, like, a red leather jacket. People are speculating that this might be a kind of Thunderstrike-esque look, which would be great. That's a really cool look, and I think that would work quite well in the MCU actually. So that's something that I think, if that is what they're going with, then I'm all for it. I just love it. I love these set literally, we only have like this picture of Thor, for example. We just basically have one look at him, and already I'm like, oh my god, this is absolutely incredible. I love it already. I don't need to be persuaded any other way. Like, this is Thor. This is incredible. He's got his long hair back, which of course we did see in Endgame, but there was a lot of speculation that he may cut it again. But he has got it back. He's had a bit of a shave though. His beard isn't quite as pronounced as it was. But I just think he looks so cool. He just, like, this is incredible. He looks absolutely amazing. I'm really, really happy actually he's got the long hair back, because the short hair look is cool and I do like it, and I think it worked really well for Ragnarok and Avengers Infinity War, and then the brief bit in Avengers Endgame when he had short hair. But I do think, for Thor, I personally think he should have long hair and a bit of a beard. I just think it's just a much cooler look, and I really, really like that he's got that back. So I'm really, really chuffed about that. I really love these images we've had. He's wielding Stormbreaker as well, which is brilliant. I'm so happy to see that back. It's just a bloody great weapon, isn't it? I love it. I'm chuffed. To be fair, that was I think we kind of knew that he was going to have that, but it's just nice to see it confirmed. But he's also got the blue trousers, which are really cool, and the kind of yellow and black boots, which are of course very classic Thor. I'm so, like, already just literally just seeing those boots has made me beyond excited for this film. That's like classic Thor, and like it has got Taika Waititi written all over it. This movie. Just seeing those classic looks. So it's so exciting to see all of this. And I really hope, if this is Thor's final look for the film, then great, I'm all for it. But I do wonder if we might get basically like the suits he's had in the previous films, but just a much brighter kind of tone, and maybe just a bit more classic, which, if that happens, well, I can't even bear to think about that because I think my brain will explode. But that would be so cool, and I think that is something that Taika Waititi probably would do. So I really, really hope that we get something like that. But yeah, man, these set pictures are unbelievably cool. They're just so, like, just looking at Thor, he just looks amazing. He looks so epic. And so does Star-Lord. I love the new jacket. It's basically, it kind of looks like a long jacket, very similar to what he has in Guardians 2. It's just a slightly darker kind of, almost kind of purpley colour now, which I really, really like. It's got a bit more armour onto it. He's got a bit more of a beard as well. He just looks really cool. And I'm so happy as well, like, because I imagine some of these set pictures, because I wouldn't have thought that the Guardians are going to be in the film too much. I'd imagine they might be in like the first act, basically. And I wonder if this look for Thor might just be sort of inspired by the Guardians, maybe. This kind of rock type look. But it's just so cool. And, it is really exciting, actually, to see Thor with the Guardians, because that's going to be, like, already, like, of course, Avengers Infinity War, the relationship that the Guardians and Thor have is so funny and just so original and so brilliant. And it's just, like, really refreshing. I love it. And that would just be great just to get more of that. But not just get more of it, but, to be written and directed by Taika Waititi, that's just, like, that's so exciting in itself, because, he's an absolute genius. So that alone just gets me really, really excited, just to see all this kind of stuff. And, we did also get our first look at Kraglin, who will be in the movie, and Nebula as well, which is really exciting. So we really are getting the entire Guardians for this movie. And that just makes me so excited. I really am just I'm so happy that this film is happening. Basically, I'm really happy that of all the kind of original Marvel sort of, or out of the original Avengers, that the kind of character that's going to be pushed, hopefully, a bit more into the future of the MCU will be Thor, because I think there's still an awful lot you can do with the character, and I just think that what Taika Waititi is doing is it's just so fresh. Like, I literally want Taika Waititi to be in charge of Thor just in general now for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I want Taika Waititi to have some involvement because I think he is the man for the job when it comes to this character. And I just love everything I've seen. You know, if you've seen Thor Ragnarok, then I don't need to say any more. Like, what he's done with that film is unbelievable. And I think what he's going to do with this film is going to be, it's just going to top it. And that is not going to be an easy job. So I really respect him for what he's doing. And of course, we've got Jane Foster coming back. But, you know, as Thor, how incredibly exciting is that? She's going to wield Mjolnir. That's going to be so cool. I really am very, very excited for this film. It's going to be really cool. We've got Sif coming back. I love Sif. I think she's great. So I really am very excited for this film. And Korg as well. You know, already there's an awful lot going on in this film, but I think Taika Waititi is going to balance it so well. And just seeing, I mean, I genuinely have been thinking about it for a while, as I do consider this to be one of my most anticipated Marvel movies, absolutely, but I genuinely think it could be one of the best Marvel movies, certainly one of the most fun Marvel movies. And I just think that, you know, seeing these set pictures today has really made me realise that absolutely it's going to be unbelievably exciting. So we are without a doubt going to be in for something so cool and so special, and I cannot wait for this movie. There's just so much cool stuff coming. We've got Christian Bale coming in the MCU, and not only that, but he is playing Gore the God Butcher, which I think is a phenomenal role for him, and that alone just makes me beyond excited. So everything that Marvel is cooking up with this film, Chris Hemsworth, Taika Waititi, I tip my hat off to you, because you are just, what a phenomenal team. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this film.